Morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you're joining us live, lovely to see you. If you're watching us on the catch-up later on, absolutely wonderful that you're taking time out to join with us, your church, down here in sunny Poole in Dorset. I'm just currently waiting for our two guest mediums to join us online. There seems to be a bit of consternation up in Scarborough at the moment. I'm sure they'll get themselves sorted out, but in the meantime, thank you again for joining us. We've got Lynn Richardson Burton and her friend Paula McDermott, who will be joining us very shortly. I do hope you're making the best of the situation going on currently. As I say, and I always say, try and keep some positive air. Very difficult, I know. I really do appreciate. But you know, if you can flip everything and try and get the positive side, you know, it's going to make it a lot more bearable. So good morning. Oh, good morning, Karen Shearer. Good morning, darling. First time I've actually sort of spoken to you. I've seen your old man quite a lot, the lovely Chris. Oh, Jackie Bugden. Hello, darling. Hope you're well. Pauline Martin. Hello, sweetie. I have looked at the accounts. I just haven't got my head round them at the moment. I'm just looking at figures at the moment. I may as well be looking at goldfish in the bowl. So don't worry, you haven't done anything wrong. It's me. Fran Moorhill, good morning. I hope you've recovered from your birthday celebrations yesterday. Donna Perry Harkin, love you to bits. How are you, sweetie? Glenys Poppyfield Huskins. Those of you who are just joining us at the moment, I just said I'm waiting for our two guest mediums to actually join us. We did a trial run yesterday, which went absolutely tickety-boo, but there seems to be some problem this morning. So bear with for a couple of minutes. Very frustrating. I can't wait to get back to real-time services because I won't have this issue with mediums just not appearing on the platform. Jamie Williamson, good morning. He's still in bed, Karen. Chris Shearer, you lazy son. Just had a quick message from Paula, struggling to get on, so just trying her iPad. Good morning, lovely Denise and beautiful Ruby Neal. Hello, sweetie. Wasn't like this in our day, was it, love? You know, all us mediums were there 20 minutes before we started, not messing about this time. Morning, Mary Ireland. How's the healing going and the drumming and all your family out there? Margaret, darling, you're right, sweetie. Yes. Oh, Ruth. Hello, Ruth. How's life up in sunny Reading? All right, darling. As again, people just joining us, we're just having a few connection problems with Scarborough at the moment. They are working on it, so please bear with. Jackie Bugden, I'm in bed watching. It's just outrageous. I'm quite envious of all you people that can stay in bed. I'm one of these hideous people. The minute the sun's up, that's it. I'm all right. I'm awake. What do I do now? Which is very annoying. Morning, Dell. How are you, sweetie? How's your artwork going? I hope you're getting plenty of practice in on that. Oh, Fiona Parry Dodd. I'm looking forward so much to your night. I think it's next Saturday night we've got you talking about your healing route. That'll be wonderful. Feeling the love and positivity oozing from me. You might be mistaken. Panic. You know, like the duck serenely floating on the river and underneath it's like that? Well, it's very much like that at the moment. Rob I'm sorry. Rob, hello. Morning, Lawrence. Another sunny day in the New Forest. Yeah, beautiful. Only place for peace, Jackie Buckton. Pearl Walsh. Oh, from Mansfield. Hello. Hello, Pearl. Lovely for you to join us. As I say, it'll be so weird when we can't see the service in our PJs. Well, why not? Hello, Ashley. You all right, darling? Fran Moorhill just said about so weird we can't see the service in our PJ. Maybe we should have a PJ service. How about that? When we all get back together again, maybe we'll just have a special service one day. Jammies. Right, Lynn, this is one of the mediums. Go ahead, she's struggling. I can't go ahead, darling, until you click on the link. Right, Luann Carter. I'm sat in the garden watching you in the sunshine. How wonderful. How wonderful. Oh, he's up now. Hello, Chris. Good morning. Put your clothes on before we go online, please, dear. We don't want a repeat of the shorts incident. Okay, I've just had a message from one of the medium. Oh, hello. Da, da, da. I know that sound.
Sorry about that.
Lenny!
Paula cannot get on. She can't get on.
Oh dear. This is one of the fallbacks of this new technology thing we are finding. We keep doing the little trial runs as we did yesterday. And then when you actually want it, it's sort of like not there. Very annoying. Does she need 50p?
Yeah.
Does she need 50p for a meter?
No. What she will do, however, well, she will try to join us if she can.
Yes. Yep. She can do. Yeah. So
she might just pop up. Okay.
Yeah. That's all right. I'm quite happy with people popping up, my darling.
Right.
I've just been doing a little ramble there, filling in time. We've got 44 people currently watching us, so absolutely wonderful. I'd like to introduce you all to the lovely. Is it Lynn or Linny? Would like to be.
Either will do.
Either will do. I'll stick with Lynn because that's now in my brain, and us blokes can't multitask, so I can't change your name. So the lovely Lynn Richardson Burton joining us from, looks like sunny Scarborough today.
It is.
Absolutely wonderful for you to join us. We may have an associate come on in a little while, Paula McDermott, but she's having a few connection problems. So if she is, great. If she isn't, we will miss her presence. Anyway, we will commence our lovely Sunday morning divine service. If I could ask you, Linny, please, to open up in prayer, my darling, and after which we will say the Lord's Prayer together.
Heavenly Father, we thank thee for this chance to come together and worship you and the world of spirit as one during these troubled and difficult times. May you lift each and every one of us up there where we need to be. Maybe we connect with your loving energy, and please bestow a blessing on all the heads here today and all the world in general, so that we can spread the word of spirit. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. Beautiful, Lynn. Thank you. Now, if we could join together, please, in saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven,
which art,
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thine will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And leave us not when in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. Thank you so much, Lynn. That's lovely, lovely prayer there. Thank you so much. We're now going to just a little part of the service we dedicate now to sending out healing energies. At this time, everybody is in need of healing energy, including ourselves. So don't think it's selfish to ask for healing, because it isn't. We all need that little upliftment. Normally do this to music, but today I'm just going to try a little different part, and we'll just do just a minute silence. And during that time, if we can send out our thoughts and our love of healing, not only for those on the earth at the moment and ourselves, but also for all those dear ones that we have lost from right across the world. So as a mark of respect and linking in with the energy of Anzac Day in Australia today, which is a big time of remembrance, I think quite appropriate, the healing today take the form of just 1 minute silence. All right, so if we could just gently go into that silence and just think of love, just go into that heart chakra, center of all power, everything, all energy, and just send forth that love to those who need the healing, whichever side of the veil they may be in now. So I'll just gently leave you into that time. Divine and gracious Spirit, we give thanks for that healing energy that has flown out this day. And we ask for all those dear ones, those who make their journey now to the higher realms of life, their transition be swift and of ease. And we ask especially for those dear ones that have been left without without that ability to mourn in the way that we have known. May the comfort, the guidance, and the upliftment that no death. There is a transition between different phases of one but light stream. Amen. So, Linny, my darling, over to you. Just had a message from the lovely Paula. She's going to keep trying, but she's not having a lot of success, so we never know. Do you have a reading for us, please, Miss?
I do. It's more of I wouldn't call it amusing. It's a reading. Last night I actually was looking at the words of or the teachings of Silver Birch, Maurice Barbanel's guide, and also Estelle Roberts and Red Cloud.
Okay.
And, you know, in these times and what is going off, it seems to be like a communication. We are communicating during this time, and particularly Red Cloud talks about communication both from the spirit world and both from us to the spirit world. And he likened it as from the spirit world to the medium or the person that's being used as the vessel to connect has been like a windy stream through forests, across rivers. It is not simple. And a lot of people make the mistake of trying to connect with a medium and looking at trite things, things that are not of importance. And I think with this, in a way, this pandemic, as horrible as it is, has had positives. People are communicating, they're helping, and Mother Nature is healing itself. When we connect with spirit and people say, oh, my husband is in spirit, I miss him, can you connect with him? It doesn't really work like that. Sometimes they want to connect. Sometimes they're just busy in the spirit world doing whatever they are doing and they can't connect with us. But the true spirituality is not about saying, when am I going to meet my next boyfriend? Will I get that job? Will I have money? It's not like that. It's about being guided and the concept of free will. And a lot of people say, well, I don't really hold with this free will business. But it's part of your evolution. It's who we are. We are part spirit, part person. And everything, we're all going to suffer. We're all going to cry. we're all going to have bad times. It's part of the growth of spirit. And to say that spirit are punishing you, or that, you know, nothing is going right for you, you are learning. All of it is a learning process. The world, the way that we interact, everything, everybody, we are evolving. And when we leave our old overcoat behind and we go to spirit, we are taking knowledge there. I believe we come back in many, many lives in the future. And each of those paths teaches a lesson until we actually get there or where we are to attain our complete higher self. But I don't know what your thoughts about that. And when you do get messages from spirit, they're not going to dot your I's and cross your T's or give it you in black and white. Always treat spirit with reverence and as a learning tool rather than people in the ethereal that are going to tell you what to do and what decisions to make. Hi.
Sorry it took so long. I don't know what was wrong.
Yeah, I'm just explaining about the concept of spirit, Paula. And you know, we often misinterpret the things that we're told by spirit. And when we get messages, they're designed to make us think before we act. And with that, you make your own free will, be it right or be it wrong. Whatever decision you are making is a lesson or a path forward for everybody. You know, Red Cloud said that although we're afraid, or a lot of people are afraid of the unknown here, the spirit are afraid of contacting us. Sometimes it works both ways. It was very, very interesting, enlightening read from perspectives from the spirit world to us down here that are on a journey to be there. You know, spirit doesn't care who you are, what colour you are, where you come from, what your circumstances are. We are all that same inside, that ball of energy, that ball of light, and that inspiration. And we can all connect to spirit, each and every one of us. So when people say to you, I can't do this, or I can't do that, yes, you can, by listening to you and listening to your inner voice. It's like we can all learn to play the piano, but we all can't be concert pianists. So look at the positives here. The sun's shining, the world's still beautiful. Fresh air is free. Sunshine is free. Shouting hello, how are you, to your neighbours is free. So don't look on this experience that we're all experiencing at the moment in a completely negative light, because it's not negative. We're learning to love one another. We're learning to connect with one another. And we're learning what the true meaning of giving of yourself to other people really, really means. And I hope I've given you something to think about this Sunday.
Most definitely. Linny, thank you very much. That was beautiful. Very, very, very interesting thoughts going on there for everybody. Paula, my darling, good morning. So nice to see you.
Sorry, so sorry. It wasn't me. It was my partner. He's the whistle. You know, I'm useless. So forgive me.
It's always the bloke's fault.
You're so right. You're so right. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of ladies are going to comment any second now.
Yeah.
Absolute delight. So, Paula, what will you be bringing to our service today, please, my sweet?
Well, I'm really interested in automatic writing. I dabbled a little bit myself without trying, without making a decision I was going to do that. One night I took pen and paper to bed. For no reason, I've always been a spiritualist, so I do believe in everything that we believe in. And I took a pen and paper to bed, not knowing why, not planning anything, and went to sleep. Woke up in the middle of the night, sat out of bed in the total dark, picked up the pen and paper, and wrote for quite a few minutes, right down to the bottom of this huge foolscap piece of paper. Put it back down and went back to sleep. Hadn't got a clue of what I was writing. Woke up in the morning and was totally gobsmacked at what I'd written. It was so spiritual, and that some of it was quite old language, which I normally wouldn't use anyway. And I thought to myself, and it's never happened since. I've never attempted to do it since, but I have researched, and you can do it even just on your computer. If you can just do a bit of meditation, a bit of breathing, try and clear your mind and just type. If you're good, not like me, because I'm not good on these things. Really and truly not good. Or just a pen and paper. And don't read what you've written. Don't go back and look what you've written. Now, a lot of people think, where are these messages coming from? Some people think, is it your higher self? Is it the angels? Is it your guides? Well, I think it's a combination of all of those things. And I think if you need to be told something, or if you need help with something, I really believe that they really want to be in touch with you. You know, they really, we're closed. Half the time we walk around not realizing the signs are all there, and it's like over the top of our heads. This way, you're actually in contact with whoever is trying, or whatever it is inside of you, whatever your beliefs are. But I believe it's a way to make contact with either your inner self or whoever is trying to be in touch with you. I do a lot of stuff. I'm a psychic artist as well, and I do that. I channel. I kind of zone out of myself, and then I start to draw. And these people all come. I don't know who they are, and I'm totally fascinated with it, and I'm honoured. I think to myself, why are they all showing themselves to me? I don't see them in my mind. I start to draw, not knowing who I'm going to draw, and I've drawn some of the most amazing people. And I think everyone should give it a try. Everyone. So I hope that's of some help to you.
No, that's lovely to hear. Sorry, I've just muted. Oh, muted you at the wrong time. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of feedback here. I've never had 3 people on the go at the time, so this is all an experiment, as we say. Very interesting, Paula. Thank you so much. Now, Linny, back to you, my sweet. Would you like to continue on with any form of mediumship for the moment, or would you like to talk a bit more? Up to you entirely.
Yeah, I just wanted to say here, right, because I have made notes so that I made sure that I covered everything. Yeah, another thing that we're all learning, right, that I wanted to bring is patience. That awful dreaded P word. When we're trying to get going or we're trying to do something. The universe, if we look at it, is teaching us a lot at this moment in time. And it's teaching patience. Whereas we're all, I think the world has got so wrapped up in its busy life. We dash here, we go there, we do this, we do that, but now we can't. It's kind of like Mother Nature has sent us to our room to reflect on what we've done.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to come out and do things differently. I just pray to Jesus that we're all going to have that same mindset when this calms down and it's over. And I think we will. For a long, long time, I've had a feeling that we are moving towards a more spiritual world. People are going to become more connected, are going to want to be part of a more esoterical existence. And I think that is what is happening. And it was needed in a lot of ways. The way that we treat other countries, other nations, the way that we are made to eat our words or challenge the beliefs that we originally had. I'm sure that this is going to have, at the end of the day, a positive outcome. So I'll leave that with you. I'll leave the philosophy with you.
Yeah. No, I do agree. I'm a very annoyingly positive person.
Me too.
And we'll get together one day. Everything presented to us has got two sides, and I don't believe, it's a very fine line. I was saying this, funnily enough, last night. At this present time, with the horrific numbers each day in our own country and indeed across the world are going back to spirit, it's a very sensitive time, but there are these underlying messages, these underlying teachings, underlying, ways of doing things for the future.
Yeah,
We must be
exactly.
we must be very mindful of the present as well, because it's a terrible, terrible process. There's no denying that. There's no getting away from it whatsoever. But the only way we will get through it is by basically, being sensible, doing as we're told, being patient, as you said quite rightly about learning patience. As I said yesterday, it just came to mind. Each day you can look at it of, oh no, another day locked in, or oh good, another day closer to getting be set free again.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly the same thing. It's just how you manage it, and this is where we're all going to learn. And we are, 6 months ago we were all saying the same thing, weren't we? It's so busy, I don't have any time to do things.
That's right. Yeah. Now
Talk
we
about
do. And now
everything
we've
what you
got
wish
time
for.
to reflect.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very.
I have got these here. So if anybody has got any questions, either for me or Paula, if you say, what it's about, we would be happy to answer. And maybe I can connect with you. And I've got one here from Deborah. Morning, Deborah. Lovely to see you. And Deborah's saying she's a healthcare worker. God bless you. What a difficult job you're doing. Lots of challenges for me, but why? Deborah, I'm going to come back and say what I said earlier on. You pick a spiritual path. I know, I'm sure all us three know, and you do as well. It's not an easy one that you tread. And when you're treading it, you have all sorts of challenges thrown at you. Because you are there and because you are spiritual anyway, you're overcoming them. You're going forward. You are making your own decisions, but you are learning. And if the lessons that you are learning now are not clear to why you are learning them, they will become clear later on. But let me say, you're doing a fabulous job. You're a key worker. You're loved and cared about by the whole universe, not just the people that love you anyway. But I'm going to pull out 3 cards for you, Deborah, and we'll see what it says. Okay. Because I can't see your face, I'm going to use cards, so I can't work hands-free, because normally the sound of your voice would be a good link for me as well. Deborah, just very quickly for 5 minutes, as I'm talking to you, while you're at work, right, I want to go to your work situation. What's going on behind the scenes here? Because I feel in your workplace, there's a little bit of unrest. Maybe the communication, there we go again, is not as effective as it could be. And it's kind of like I'm not blaming the people that are doing the frontline job like you, at the people above you that are not communicating effectively. I've also got here that you're worried about things being okay, about managing with money, with life, with everything. I do want to say trust. You will get there and you will have enough. And you know, Deborah, that's the magic word, is enough, right? To do whatever you want to do, my darling. So go forward. Take heart in knowing that you are loved, you are cared about. And if it's a little bit, I do get there's a little bit of aggravation at home. You're tired, you're stressed, and they've got the same level of stresses. But you will get there. You will come out of the other side. I'm going to give you the month of September, my darling. I don't know whether you're moving on or you're taking another qualification or you're going to go somewhere else. But there are changes coming up in the way that you earn your money. I'm going to leave that with you, sweetheart, love and light. God bless. Okay. Anybody else? Oh, silence. It's going
No, lots of very positive comments coming in.
Right. Any comments that I can talk about here, or anybody I can talk to if they want to?
How about lovely Fiona Parry Dodd? Let's try that.
Oh, I love writing. There you are, Paula. Do you want to take this one? Because it's about writing.
Yes, it's all of it. Anything you do, your physical, whether it's writing or drawing, I think they're all quite spiritual, because if you writers have said, I have friends who are proper writers, you know, they publish books, and there is you go into a zone of writing when you want to do writing. So you, where it's come from, you need to zone out. You need to try and do your meditation. I've done yoga as well, so I find it quite easy to come down and sort of a zone out. But if you can just hit just that lovely breathing that you do in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just go to a place where you're quiet, then do your writing or your drawing or whatever it is. And believe me, as Lynn said before, they are desperate to talk to us. And unless we open up and accept them and let them know that, yes, I know you're there, I'm listening, you know, what can they do? They can't force themselves on us. They can't. So you're writing. That's lovely, Fiona. I have another friend, Fiona. That's nice, isn't it? That keep writing, but try this zoning out where you're writing and you're not looking at what you're writing. Just it's amazing. I know some people who get into little groups and do it in a group, and they all do this writing, and they say that some of it's a wee bit scary sometimes, but some of it is very, very enlightening. So keep writing, Fiona. That's wonderful. Whichever kind of writing you're doing, good luck with it. Okay?
Lovely. Thank you very much, Paula. A few other. Oh. There's a very emotive one just coming up now. Can you read that all right, Linny?
Yes, I can. Shirl, God bless you. You know, congratulations on becoming a granny. It's lovely. Okay. If I can just use an experience, I've got one of my colleagues. She was on TV on Wednesday. I don't know if you saw the lady who was pregnant and in lockdown, and she's now got a 3-week-old little boy. Her name was Laura. She was on ITV on Wednesday. Your baby will be fine, honestly. You'll take the same sort of measures. I feel sure that your daughter, when she actually gives birth, will be in a safe place away from any source of infection. Focus on the positives, my darling. I know life's in suspense. I know that you're waiting. It is worrying. We're all worried. But mum and baby will be absolutely fine. Okay, is it a little girl she's having? Do you know?
Ooh. I have found with the doing the online mediumship it's best it's advisable not to wait for answers because it can take so
Right,
long for the
okay.
comments to come through. You just sort of like end up wandering
Yeah,
off.
I just got a little girl. I just got a little girl around her. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know, or maybe a little girl next time.
Ah,
But I do feel there will be 2 children there.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Everything will be fine. Sometimes, when it's something like that, which is important because it's about life, it's about a new soul for planet Earth, that I sometimes say to my guide, can I have a little bit of proof that this lady is okay because she's in a state of anxiety about this baby. Yeah, she's having a girl. Yeah, I thought she was. Good luck with that. She'll be beautiful and she will be fine. I hope that reassures you a little bit, Joe. All right. Okay. Right now then. Message for Paula there. You want to add to that, Paula?
Okay, Paula.
Oh, you're very welcome, Fiona. It's always good to do any spiritual thing with friends. I always think the more there are of you, the higher the vibration is. And we have had, Lynn and I and friends, we've always had circles together. We have had the most wonderful proof of what's out there. I mean, you watch these television programs like, Ghost Chasers or Ghost Hunters or whatever, and they get so excited when they see one little white orb and all this. Our proof, they would faint if they saw this stuff. But nothing frightening. I was only ever frightened once, and then discovered what it was, and then that was fine. But proof, and we used to tape our sessions, didn't we, Lynn? We used to always have a tape recorder running because although sometimes you can't, when you play the tape recorder back, there are other people. My darlingly husband used to say to me, "Oh, who's that speaking? Was there a man here last night?" And I go, No, that's just somebody that's come in. And he used to say, "Oh, are we haunted?" And I used to go, No, certainly not haunted, but we do have a lot of friends around us. And the more, they used to get so excited, these spirits, these, whatever you want to call them. I truly don't know what title I would give them. But we used to use a baby listener, and we used to put it up, the one of them up, because I used it when my husband was disabled, so I could hear him, and it was on the first landing, and it started to be like white noise would come through it instead of nothing else, not my husband calling or anything like that, and we would know that the voices would then come through, talking to us through this baby listener. And then once, when all the girls arrived, the baby listener started to do all the white noise. And I said, "Oh, well, should I go and move it?" And when I went upstairs, looked through the banister to where it was plugged in, and called the girls and said, "Girls, come and look." It wasn't plugged into the wall. So spirit can use anything. If they want to talk to you, they're going to talk to you, whether it's through your writing, your drawing, your meditations. As soon as you're like a bright light in the darkness to them, and they can see you from a long way off, and as soon as you open up, they know you're there, and they will come to you, and they can be so helpful, let me tell you. So yes, Fiona, I'm so pleased. Okay, I'll pass you back. Sorry, because I can talk too much. I'm sorry.
Right, okay. Anything else there, Lawrence, that anybody would like some guidance on?
There we go. Annette Jackson, I would love a message about my spiritual path, please.
Oh, right. Okay. Annette, let me have a look. I'll just shuffle my special cards. See, we get some insight and guidance. Oh, Annette, I have got you confused with this. Your spiritual guidance is somebody kind of like poo-pooing you about what you're doing and where you're going. And I mean, we've all had it. Don't worry. You know, we've had people in the past that have said, "Oh, yeah, you're doing this, you're doing that. It's bunkum, it's rubbish." We all have it to deal with, but we know different. I've got a little bit of concern or worry about you. I've also got some paperwork that you need to complete as well. But I've got somebody who's rattling your cage here and annoying you. That's what they're telling me. Your spiritual path. Why am I looking at clairvoyance here? Are you seeing pictures? Are you having dreams? But I'm getting like flashes of pictures with you. Are you in a circle? Are you sitting and developing? I do feel here that I'm wanting to put you on a path or pick you up by the shoulder, put you somewhere else and focus with like-minded people on what you're doing. I think you've got the capacity to do what I'm doing, as have most of you, and just follow it. You will be intuitively guided by what you want to do and where you need to go. Don't be scared to take that leap of faith, and don't be scared to listen to you to go forward. Your guide will steer you in the right direction. Just trust your guide. Okay? Love and light.
Lovely. Got one here for the lovely Paula. If you bear with me. There we go. Can you read that all right, Paula?
Yes, I've seen that. Hello, Jenny. Keep doing it, Jenny. Sometimes with me, I've sat for 2 hours with a pencil in my hand and a blank page in front of me, waiting, just waiting and thinking, where are you? Where are you know, for goodness sake. And then other times I could be engrossed in a movie on the television and my art stuff's all around me. I keep it all around me. And in the middle, my partner will say, what are you doing? It doesn't matter, carry on, I'm watching. And I would then start to draw, and I don't even know why, because I wasn't thinking about anything. So keep on, sit with the pencil and the paper and wait. It might be, you might wait 2 days, you might wait a week, but something will come, and speak to them. Speak to them. What? Only once did I get prompted. I was coming out of the kitchen and this voice in my ear said, a man's voice said, I want one eye. And I thought, what's that? And as I came and sat down, the voice again said, I've only got one eye. So I got my pencil and my paper and I started to draw, and I thought, I know who this is going to be. My brother-in-law used to live quite close and he had a glass eye. And I thought, this is going to be Bill. And as I drew, it wasn't. It was a foreign gentleman. It was just quite different from Bill entirely. But he didn't have a glass eye. His eye was just closed. And that was how I drew him. I am waiting for someone when we do, Lynn and I sometimes do our shows together, and I take all the drawings. Someone will come and get them. I know that, and I have hundreds of drawings who I know belong to people. Some of the shows, a lot get taken, and they'll say, "Oh, that's my granddad. Oh, look, it's Uncle Frank. Oh, look, it's Mum or whatever," and show me pictures and go, "Look, this is a picture." So I'm still waiting for the one-eyed gentleman. So Jenny, just don't give up. Please don't give up. Ask in your head. Before you start drawing, just say, is there anybody there? Please show me who you are. And believe me, and then just put the pencil onto the paper. You will start to draw, I promise you. And I'm wishing you every bit of good. Don't stop. Just don't stop. Okay, Jenny? Good luck, love.
That was lovely. Thank you.
Okay.
Back over to Linny here with a question, please.
I love to know if I'm the right path as feel lost over the last 6 months. Oh, Glenys, bless your heart. Welcome, darling. Let's have a look, see what we can pull out here. Yeah, I've got you very much at a crossroads here, Jenny. Glenys, sorry. Don't know where I've got Jenny from. Yeah, let me have a look. I think as work being your main focus, I've got you quite wrapped up in something or quite focused in something. But I feel as though I'm going back to, I think about September last year, and it was kind of like I've got the sensation of having the rug pulled from under my feet. So I think there was a bit of trauma, a little bit of turmoil from that time on. I do feel, although 2021 has got off to a terrible start, 2020 has got off to a terrible start. The second half of the year, a lot of us are going to find our way. Glenys, when I'm looking at you, I feel that June, you feel easier. Whatever you're trying to sort out is coming together in June. And I think by July, you are moving forward. Things are picking back up for you. I just think you're in a state of, you're quite spiritual yourself, I've got to say. And I just feel as though you've been on a bit of a development thing as well. And that can leave us feeling quite lost or a little bit out on a limb or unable to connect. I'm going to say end of June. Oh, your grandma wanted to call you Jenny. That's why I keep saying Jenny. Right, okay, bless you. Thank you, Grandma, bless your heart. Thank you for coming through. She says, Glenys, she's around you. What is she talking about? She's showing me buttercups or small yellow flowers. I hope that's relevant there because she's bringing them to you. She is around you. Was she, do you know, I'm a tea drinker. Was she a tea drinker as well? Because she's showing me a cup of tea and she's saying it's all going to be okay. All right, darling. I'll leave that with you. Love and light. End of June, July. I do feel you feel freed up, more light-hearted, and a little bit more of a purpose. All right, sweetheart. Take care. Love and light.
Lovely, Liddy. Lots of comments coming through. There we go, Christine Marsh.
Christine, you know, do you want to take this one, Paula? Do you want to do this one?
No,
right, okay. You know, I'm looking at this, Christine, and my heart goes out to you. All right. It's awful to lose a best friend, and I too have been in that situation. You know, she is at rest. There's no more suffering. When you go to the spirit world, you take with you your energy, that ball of light inside, your soul, your life force. Your life force, I believe, is inside this overcoat that we wear, that we walk around in every day. She's free, she's happy, she's at rest. There are 2 children that she left behind, that she watches over, that she's very, very close to. Very, very much a family lady. I feel this lady was. And she's talking about, I don't know, I'm getting the name Gladys, whether you know that or whether, you know, it doesn't mean anything to you. She's talking about Gladys and she's saying Gladys is here. So maybe it's a connection to her. But yes, she is at rest. She brings you love. And she says she's with you always and she knows you think about her. Have you got a photograph of her up? Do you talk to the photograph? Because she says she can hear you talking to her and she talks back to you. Just listen. But yes, darling, she is at rest and she is happy. You take care. God bless.
Thank you, Linny. Right, Paula, I've got one for you. You can't run away from this one.
You're naturally artistic. During the period of change, have you thought of showing your past spirit art online? John, that's a wonderful idea, actually. But I wouldn't just put it onto. It would need to be on a specific site, I think. Otherwise, people would be going, "What on earth is she doing with all these drawings?" There are hundreds, honest to goodness, hundreds of them. My latest I've copied it from the internet. It's a beautiful white roof in the darkness. I'll show you it, and I feel it's really spiritual. It looks. I'm not take it off the easel. I'm not finished it, and I look at it. I find myself supposed to watching something on television, and my eyes are drawn to this white roof, who again is very spiritual. I am artistic anyway. I love doing portraits. I love that. I love moody pictures, and with nice shadows and trees and all of that. I will think about showing them. If I could get onto something at a site like this to show them, because as I say, a lot of people don't understand, do they? That spiritualism or beliefs. So I wouldn't just put them onto the internet as such. I have with some drawings that I've been really pleased with. I've put it on and went, oh my goodness, this is what I did, But other than that, no, I've not thought of that at all. But thank you, Jan, for asking. Have I answered?
You have indeed. Thank you very much. Over to lovely Linny.
Right, Jan. Thank you. Oh, Jan's disappeared. Oh, right. Okay, where have we got? Oh, Tony. Tony, welcome. Tony, looking back with hindsight, I had warnings of changes this year at the end of last year, but obviously not realise how or what would it entail. Have you had such experiences? And the answer to that is yes, I have. Every reading that I did from January onwards, there was nothing much happening in April and May. And I kept saying to people, it will be June. It will be June. And I'm thinking, well, have we still got an April and a May? There was the odd thing, but when I'm talking about natural progression, like moving forward or seeing people or connecting with people, it all boiled down to June. Now I know why, because life is on hold. But yeah, I'm not the only one, and you're not the only one that's had this experience. Like I said, I felt as though we were on some kind of spiritual shift, and you've probably heard that mentioned. And if you can look at this pandemic in that way, it is a spiritual shift. So yes, Jan, a lot of people have. Thank you. Love and light.
Lovely, lovely question there. Quieten down on the question side. Oh, hold on. There was one I saw which pulled at my heartstrings. There we go.
Right. Okay. Do you want to do this, Paula, or shall I do it? Right.
You do it, Lynn.
Okay. Right. Let's have a look, Debbie.
You're naughty, Paula.
Right. My husband passed away in October 2019 after a 2-year battle with blood cancer, later AML. It was a hard time for both of us. Has he got a message for me? Yeah, he has. And that's thank you. It's thank you for being you. Thank you for everything you did. And he will never, ever forget you. And he's with you. And he's around you. He's also showing me, have you kept his watch? I've got a watch in a drawer or something to do with time. It's tucked away in a drawer. It's special. I feel as though there was a young man that he was quite close to. They had quite a special bond. But does he have a brother or somebody in spirit who's bringing somebody with him? I don't know what that is, Debbie, but I do feel that this was a gentleman that was no stranger to sorrow and suffering and bereavement. But yeah, he's around you, darling. He's sending you a big hug. Is there a birthday and an anniversary coming up? Oh, he's watching his son. Yeah, thank you. Because he's talking about that. Is the watch going to his son later on? I hope so. He'd like to see his son wearing it. Okay. But yeah, is there when we're talking about his son, I feel there's going to be something to celebrate around him, like a birthday, and an anniversary. But yeah, he's sending much love to his son. He's so proud of him. Oh no, brother, sister, lots of sadness in his life. Yeah, I got that, but he's got somebody with him here that is bringing forward. But good news around your son coming up around the month of September, October. I hope that helps a little bit, Debbie. But yeah, he does love you, and it's a big, big thank you and all his love to you and his boy. Bless you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Linny. That was wonderful evidence. That was just one of the messages that really stood out. So, Debbie, bless your heart. You know, all our thoughts are with you. Keep strong. All right. Ladies, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Lovely service. Before anybody writes in and says you forgot the hymn, I dropped the hymn because we had the problems connecting. All right. So I didn't forget the hymn, everybody. I didn't want to lose that precious time with these two lovely ladies. So there.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Which of you two lovely ladies would like to deliver the closing prayer, Paula?
Paula, I opened.
That'll be you then.
Thank you for that. Oh, gosh. Okay. I would just like to thank everyone for listening and being so lovely. And may all the angels and everything that's out there watch over all of you. Please stay safe and just be guided by your angels, by whoever is out there, because I know they're helping us. I really know they're helping us. So please pray to them, speak to them, because thoughts are prayers. You don't have to go on your knees to pray. Thoughts are prayers. Have wonderful thoughts about your friends, your family, and for the rest, and all those that are looking after us. May God bless them all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Lynn, Paula, thank you very much. A real pleasure having you two lovely ladies on today. Paula, thank you so much for making the effort.
Thank you.
Whoever the guy is in the background that's being shouted at, our hearts go out to you.
Oh, he's not here. He's not here. He's gone for a walk in the car park. He walks around the car park because we live on the 5th floor and we overlook the ocean. I should have shown you the ocean, shouldn't I? I don't know if you can see the ocean from here. Can you see? Let's see if we can see the ocean. And that's a lovely spiritual thing to see. Can you see? No, is it light reflecting?
Yeah.
Can you see?
Oh, nice.
So it's beautiful, and that's very, very spiritual, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's lovely. So yeah.
You need a big cast to get your line out there.
And I do. I have fished. I was a really good at fishing. I really was quite good at that. So no, I can't. All I have to do is look at it because I'm in lockdown 6 weeks.
Oh God.
I have been stuck in, and I just, what little I have left of my sanity, I would like it to stay, please. Anyway, but we have this. It's lovely, and we have our friends on, don't we?
Yeah.
And that's wonderful. So thank you again.
6 months ago, we were shouting at our kids saying, get off that computer. Now we're shouting at them saying, get off that computer because I want to go.
Yes, I just wish I was cleverer. I've no patience for it. I'm one of those, if it doesn't happen quickly, it's not going to happen, so I usually say, are you going to open the balcony doors or am I going to throw it out the window? I just lose patience with it entirely. It's the Italian blood, isn't it, Lynn?
Oh, right. I have a Sicilian grandmother, so I can relate a lot to what you're saying.
Oh, absolutely. I have Italian parents, and poor Mel, my partner, he knows when to disappear. I'm quick, but I come down very quickly. I don't hold grudges.
Yeah.
I just get a fast mouth.
That is definitely the Latin gene.
Yes. Oh, I know. So anyway.
Ladies, have a beautiful day. Love you lots. Really, really thorough. I'm so pleased that you both made it today.
I hope it was okay.
Yeah, it was lovely service, lovely words, Linny. Thank you so much. You brought a lot of comfort to people today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it might be nice to come in person. One lady said about me and Paula doing a demonstration, so we might just make it to school one of these days, Paula.
Definitely.
Oh, that'd be lovely. And then I'll bring all the drawings.
I should have been up your way in Claughton.
Cloughton.
Sorry, Claughton. Bloody Southerners.
Yes.
Yeah, the place that Tony Stockdale goes to, where you used to cycle up near Cloughton.
I used to go to Cloughton. I used to go on the cycle track. I've never driven a car, and God knew what he was doing when he didn't let me drive a car. I have anger issues with other drivers, and Lynn will tell you she drives, and I do a lot of squealing loud. So I got a bike, but they wouldn't let me mount machine guns on it, because it's dangerous. What's wrong with them?
People got no sense of fun.
No, and I wanted Boadicea spikes out of the wheels, so when cars came a little too close, they would, anyway. I used to cycle, it was freedom, because I've never driven a car. And at my old age, and I was like, wow, and I was moving, I'd never done that. People don't understand who have always driven a car. To actually be moving and going downhill is wonderful. I don't do it anymore because I fell off at regular intervals and unfortunately hurt myself quite a lot. Anyway,
well, I've just realised I haven't switched the broadcast off, so everybody's joining in this conversation. But there's a little bit.
Lovely.
You know what? If ever there was a time we need a bit of upliftment, it's now. So there you go, everybody. You got a freebie, and thankfully, no swearing. That was lovely. We didn't do what that Welsh minister did on his conference.
Did he?
Oh yes, he dropped a very big one.
Did he? Oh dear.
It was very human.
All right, okay.
Ladies.
So he dropped a bit of an F-bomb, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Did he? Right, okay.
Ladies, thank you so much. Beautiful,
You're welcome.
Lovely, brilliant. And yes, we will definitely be meeting up in person one day. All
yes,
right.
please.
Take care.
Okay,
Yeah,
bye-bye.
thank you for allowing us to join.
No, pleasure. It's our pleasure.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye-bye.